Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Chevalier, where we are here to help men and women find happy, healthy, and long-term relationships. And like always, it don't matter whether you're black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Puerto Rican, South American, or even the penguins in Antarctica, because at the end of the day, I think it's pretty fair to say that everybody's looking for love. And one of the key components for love that I get asked a lot by women is, why don't men take relationships seriously? Why do men play so many games? And why can't I find a guy serious enough to want to settle down with? And the answer is simple, ladies. Most of you, well, let me not say most, but some of you, I would say 50-50 at the very least, you don't take relationships serious enough to stay to make it work. So I'll give you an example. You get with a guy, he says something you don't like, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, I don't think this is going to work. I don't think you're my type. Let me go ahead and get off the phone because I don't think this is going to work out between us. And because men have gotten so used to ladies just severing ties before you can even get your foot in the door, then guys have the mentality, well, why am I going to waste any real effort here? Because I know she's just going to leave the first sign of trouble. I know she's just going to leave when she's not happy. I know she's just going to walk away the first time she sees something that doesn't appeal to her. Or in most cases, she's going to leave me or downplay me the first time she finds someone that appeals to her more than I do. So if that's the case, ladies, then the best way to fix these dating issues that a lot of you say is causing you or preventing you from meeting a man who's serious is give men the reassurance that you're going to stay. I know a lot of women used to talk about back in the days your grandmother stayed and she went through all the abuse and the beatings, which in most cases I've had extensive conversations with women who either heard it from somebody else or it was just a rumor going around the family, but no one ever saw it, no one ever experienced it, and darn sure no one was ever there when it happened. Now, am I saying that these things did not happen? Absolutely not. But what I'm saying is, less than not, you heard more positive things about your grandmother, which is good, and hardly nothing about your grandfather, even though he raised your mother or father to be in a position to bring you here. So the ideology is that he did something right, because unless you're poor or homeless, that lets you know that the generational proceedings put you in a situation to be, or on the road to be successful, which is not an easy thing to do. And I think because most of our grandmothers stayed, it allowed us to be in a position to go to college, to work a successful career, to meet the person that we're married to build our families. And one of the things that even people of the older generation, baby boomers, especially the men that I've interviewed, say very often is one of the things that made it work is because the men actually stayed because the women let them know they wasn't going to go anywhere. When a woman reassures a man that she's going to stay, that she's going to build, that she's going to grow this relationship to death do us part, no matter what happens, a man is in a better position to take a relationship more seriously. Because too often, if a woman lets a guy know, just like when in my previous situations, a woman lets you know she's going to stay, you're more inclined to put more effort in. Well, what type of things can a woman do to show you she's going to stay? Well, number one, a woman will hold you accountable. Because a woman who knows she's not going to leave a happy and healthy relationship is going to hold you accountable so that you don't put her in a position where she wants to leave in the first place. Number two, she's going to make things miserable for you if you don't hold yourself accountable, i.e. cutting off the affection, cutting off the attention, cutting off the companionship, and putting you in a situation where either you're going to earn her back or you are going to be the one to leave. But even if you leave, it's still going to be your fault because she's going to make it known that she's going to stand on her own 2 feet and make sure that she makes it work no matter what. And one of the best ways that women have done that in the past is reassurance. Something a lot of guys don't get very often in dating these days. Reassurance. When a woman looks a man in the eyes and reassures him that no matter what, she ain't going nowhere, she ain't leaving, she ain't sidestepping, she ain't talking to another person, she ain't giving another person attention. When she's on social media, it's just to be on social media and not because she getting a whole bunch of DMs from people trying to hit her up. And you can trust that what she's saying is her word. That reassurance usually makes most guys feel like they can take it to the next level. And that next level is, number one, cutting off the people he's dealing with. Because most guys who are seeking a happy, healthy, and long-term relationship will put in enough effort to show you that he deserves you. 70% of the time, it's not men leaving relationships. It's women leaving relationships. So most guys don't take relationships seriously because they don't feel confident enough that you as a woman is going to stay with him long enough to make it work. So if women did better jobs of assuring men that they are going to stay consistent, that they are going through their actions, by calling him every day, texting him worthy messages every day, not hey good morning or what you doing, but messages that detail what's going on with you, so that way when he responds, he details in a similar manner. Too often men get beat up with these what you doing is good morning, these generic messages that more than likely, let's be honest, some of you ladies have sent out so much to the point where guys just in their minds just automatically insinuate that these messages are not real. Or she's probably sending it to 1,000 guys at once and I'm just one of the many guys. Especially when you send a guy a message, ladies, and there's nothing personal in that message. It's just one of those, hey, how you doing messages. It doesn't really help a man to feel important. I often equate it back to when you go on a dating site. When someone sends you a generic one-liner, you know the difference than the guy sending you a message saying, hey, Alicia, it's a pleasure to meet you. How you doing? I want to get to know you. You can feel it in the message. And this is what I tell women so often. You have to make guys feel like you care about them. You have to make guys feel like you are genuinely interested. And the best way to do that is let him know that you're not going to walk away so easily. Because so many women seem to be seeking a guy that's going to be a beta male simp who's going to either agree with everything they say, or if he ain't on board with everything you want to do, then he ain't the guy for you. And I tell most women that there are no successful men who are hard workers, who are aligned with a religious affiliation that preaches self-sufficiency and community values amongst men, and he's going to come home and be a bootlicking, loser, and be a guy, type of guy, who will do anything you say just to make you happy. Making a woman happy is important and is a priority, but being a beta male and accepting disrespect just so she can be happy and have everything she wants is a no-go. The type of men that most women want who make a lot of money and are successful are usually men of strong will, strong faith, strong morals and values. And no, they won't just lay down and give you everything you want just because you want it. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you show that just like you deserve what they have, they want you to do the same for them. Because so often women are like, these guys play games. And then they're not playing games. They're just smart enough to not walk into a situation where they're going to get taken advantage of. And just like women who talk to me very often about not getting taken advantage of because of sex, men feel the same way about their hard-earned money. They don't want to be taken advantage of because they have money and you feel like you can take the money out of their pockets to get what you want. So women, if you want men to take relationships more seriously, then reassure them that you're not going to walk away easily and that you're going to put in the effort to build the happy and healthy relationship that you say you want. As always, everyone, thank you so much. Till the next time, peace. We are gone.